Hey, yay, 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 yay. Oh yeah, let's go! Yeah, here's changing my channel name. Biohazard Reacts, reacting to a video. So I kind of watched the video just a little bit. It's about her breaking in, or someone breaking in her house when she was young. And you ready? You ready? I mean, are you ready? No. You ready? Let's go.
I have a awesome one coming out for tomorrow. I have a Q&A coming out. I have a freaking C Squad coming out. I need to be able to stream. I'm gonna stop complaining now. 7 years old. I'm living in Miami, Oklahoma. If anybody here knows where that is, you're freaking awesome. But it's in the northeast corner of Oklahoma. My mom is from there, and a lot of people like to say, "Oh, you're not a Native American," and blah, 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 blah. I lived there with my mom. I actually lived on an Indian reservation, or in what they call Indian housing now. You don't really call it a reservation anymore. And at that time, the houses were like almost pretty much all the same when we were living in this one, because I don't know why, but they just build them all looking the same. So it was like you had a living room, you had a den, you had your kitchen, and then you had this long hallway, and it had all the bedrooms. And there's 4 bedrooms in this house. My mom's was on the very far right end of it. Mine was like on the close to the den in the far left, where you came into the front door and then you could just take a left and like go into my room. And then my brother's was down the hall, and my sister's was to the right. So, and she wasn't even my sister was like a baby. She had just been born. And so I'm sitting there, and in the middle of the night, for one, creepy house in the first place. I lived there for maybe like 6 or 7 months, and I have so many. When I lived in Oklahoma, more so than I lived in Texas, I had so many ghost stories that I maybe want to tell you guys. If you want to hear some of those ghost stories, I'll put it down in the comments down below. Let me know. I've done them on this channel before, but it was on Call of Duty videos, and it was back in the day. You'd have no idea what's going on, so maybe I could retell them and then give y'all a chance to see that. But anyway, so I thought I heard footsteps coming down the hallway or something. I was way crazed about that at that age. So I decided to go into the living room. I didn't have a TV in my bedroom at the time. I decided to go into the living room and sleep on the couch. My brother was sleeping in the den. He always liked to be in there because our video game system was in there, of course. Video games. So I was like, I'm gonna sleep on the couch. I won't be that far from my brother, and I won't be as scared, because I was a huge scaredy cat whenever I was a child. I'm still a huge scaredy cat to this day because of this happening, because of what happened on this day. So anyway, I don't even know the day of the year or whatever, but I'm sitting there, I'm on the couch, I'm laying down on the couch. It's this fucking green, flowery looking couch. It's so hideous. I don't know what my mom was thinking when she bought it. I think I went in to sleep in there probably at 1 or 2 in the morning. I wake up at probably 4 or 5 a.m. It's still pitch black outside. I don't know why, but I woke up at this time, and this is just so weird. When you think of things that happen in life, you realize this is just so weird that I happen to wake up at this time. I wake up, I sit there for a minute, and I stare, and the TV's on. It's like Tom and Jerry that's playing. I don't know if you guys know that cartoon. Very old school cartoon, but it's Tom and Jerry that's playing, and I'm like, I really have to pee. So I get up, I go down to the bathroom, I do my business, and I end up coming back. I sit down for a second, and then I'm just sitting there staring blankly at the TV. You know when you wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning and you're brain dead. You're literally brain dead. Well, that's how I felt. And I'm just sitting there staring at the TV, and I start hearing this rustling, a noise or whatever. And I have at this time, I have 2 cats. One that's name is Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat. He was a big fat orange cat. And then another one that's name was Mickey, because I was really into Mickey Mouse when I was younger. And so Tom and Mickey were outside cats. We let them in sometimes, but they're most times outside. And a lot of times they like to sit outside the sliding glass door. If you don't know what a sliding glass door is, or you don't have one of those, it's just it literally has a handle, and it's a big sheet of glass, and you open it, and it's like a door. Anyway, so they're always sitting outside there begging for food usually, and they'll usually meow, but sometimes they're just playing with each other and wrestling outside. So I didn't think anything of it, but then I continued to hear it a little bit more, and I was not paying attention to the couch. Say the TV is here, and the couch is over here, and then the sliding glass door is right here to the right, and it goes into the backyard. I forgot to tell you guys one thing of the story. They decided it was a great idea to build I guess you would consider it insane asylum, but they call it a rehabilitation center, down the street, not even 2 blocks away, and it had just been populated maybe 4 to 5 days before, so it was brand new. So this could have easily been correlated together, but I don't know. But I'm sitting there, and I'm continuously just staring at my TV. Probably should have fallen back asleep, but I don't know what kept me awake. And I heard it again. I'm I'm flipping out already, because I already think there's ghosts in my house. And so I started to hear the rustling again. And so at one point, I decide, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to look over. Because a lot of times, I don't know if you hear noises and you're extremely scared, but you don't look over. You have tunnel vision. You have literal tunnel vision. You're I can't even. like, you know when you're sitting in your blankets at night and you hear like something like maybe something like creaks or something like that, and you're just like, I don't want to open my eyes. I don't want to open my eyes. Well, that's how I felt in this moment. So I decided to look to the right. There is a full-on arm coming in the door. Oh, no! Big old white arm coming in the door. And if I could explain the sliding glass door, for one, it was broken. I keep forgetting to tell you the details of the story. For one, it was broken. So in order to stop it from opening because you couldn't lock it, my mom put this big old piece of wood that like literally made it open to where you could obviously reach an arm in. You could probably reach more than an arm in. You couldn't get your full body in. You might be able to get an arm in, like a shoulder, but that's it. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but anyway, I see an arm reach in and it's just jerking the door, trying to open it, and I guess he can't understand that there's a piece of fucking wood stopping it from opening. And so me, in that moment, I mean, literally, like, if I could imagine or show you, like, what I was like, you would think, like, what do you like, you freeze? Do you just run? What do you do? I just literally sat there and screamed bloody murder. I was just like, ah! And the TV was so loud, and nobody came to help me. How did my family not hear me screaming bloody murder? I still do not know to this day. But he's continuing, she's still jerking it, even though I'm screaming. I don't even know if he can hear me. Maybe I wasn't screaming that loud, but I felt like it sounded a little bit like this. And so I'm just like, alright, fuck it. And so I just like go running, sprinting down the hallway as fast as I can. And then I run into my parents' room. I like jump on them in the bed pretty much. And I'm like, there's someone trying to break in the house. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. And so like my parents are like wrestling. My stepdad's like a Marine. He's full flying out of bed, grabs his gun. Of course, here in the South, we have guns. Grabs his gun and starts running and sprinting outside. By the time he gets to the door, it was still cracked open. He popped the wood out. He opened it up, ran out into the backyard. Like, what was he getting? What if the guy, like, was just sitting to the right and could have easily attacked him? Or what if the guy had a gun, too? Like, what was he thinking, for one? But he just runs outside, screaming, you know, like, we're there for you, and all this stuff. And, you know, surprised he didn't fire the gun. But he didn't fire the gun. And the dude was just gone. My brother, who was sitting in the room directly to the left of me, did not wake up through this whole event. That's the kind of, like, I don't know what if he's, like, a comatose sleeper. I don't know what's wrong with him, but didn't wake up through this whole event. My stepdad goes searching all around, looks around the house, doesn't find a soul whatsoever. Like, we have no idea. To this day, we have no idea who the guy was that tried to break in the house. And it never happened again. Like, we never had the problem again. But who was it? Like, I always want to know at this point, who the hell was it? And what would have happened had I not woke up? Like, what do you got in? What do you broke something? How did I happen to wake up at that exact time to have to go pee to whenever he's coming in and trying to jerk my door open, all this stuff? It was insane timing. I don't know if you ever, like, think of things in life and think, you know, like, everything happens for a reason. Well, like, that was one of those things where I think it just happened for a reason. I was supposed to be awake. I was supposed to stop that from happening. I'd have been the first person that he got to.
Probably.
Had he gotten in the house, he would have killed me first. So I was lucky that I woke up and that I stared there blankly looking at Tom and Jerry. And yeah, I caught somebody trying to break into my house, which was amazing, but it's terrified me since then. Like, for the rest of my life, I've had so many problems with, like, when I get home, I have to go look underneath the bed to make sure nobody's there. I have to go look in my closets. I just search everywhere. I've got, like, a phobia of it almost, not to mention that I got, like, chased in college by a guy up the stairs trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do, probably something really terrible, and I had to lock him out, too. So I've had some situations with some creepers in the past. But anyway, yeah. That is going to be it for this video. I'm sorry. Might be the shittest video I've ever made, but I thought that you guys might be interested in hearing some of my stories. I know you guys used to really enjoy them. So I might do a little bit more of these, but probably like based on like overpack openings or something like that, so it's more related to FIFA.
Sorry for the football on the background. There's a bunch of college football. You college football back. Sorry, our whole family's watching football. Look at me. I watch football. I'm just not right now. Fucking gotta pee like a racehorse.
You're more interested in that is going to be it for this video though, guys. If you want to hear any like type of ghost stories, or if you did enjoy this, a thumbs up would be awesome. Hopefully FIFA will start working again and I can play with my new squad, so you guys can check that out. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, that is it. And we will Alright. Bye. Have a good time, and we will see you next time. It's Biohazard Reacts, and he'll see you next time. Peace.